I said I was going to unpack the little French bulldogs that are here for fighting each other. So we're going to play with Leo in the meantime while I unpack it. Yeah, Leo. Super. So originally, Theodore, the fluffy Frenchie, is the original one that was signed up for training because it was believed that he was the aggressor, just because Leo here was not fighting back and Theodore was not stopping. Typical bulldog behavior, pretty much falls to the wall. I mean, they're pretty determined little dogs, even though they're cute. French bulldogs, English bulldogs, dog aggression is pretty common with the breeds. However, so when they dropped off, I was talking to them and pretty much it was decided, hey, we need to bring Leo into this dynamic as well. And what I find with pet owners is that there is often one dog we blame, like because inner household aggression has been like a common trend lately. There's always one dog that is always to blame. And oftentimes it is not that dog, or there is underlying reasons why. And so that's what I want to challenge. If you're dealing with inner household aggression with dogs or really any behavioral issues, you need to start asking, why is this behavior happening? So long story short, I've had the brothers together a couple different times, and I just kind of want to see general interactions and how they kind of interact with their environment and each other. So we've done the office, we've done walks, we've done in the house, and I pretty much just have had them together, and we haven't done a whole lot together. And with that, with the interactions, I'm not seeing any true like aggression would be the right term for that. So what is happening, what I'm seeing is individual personalities are colliding, right? So we have Mr. Leo here, who is a little bit more on the neurotic side and higher energy side, and a lot of anxiety was going on. Like he really has struggled like with being separated from his brother or from a human, or it really just any separation. He barks, he whines, he paces, and as you can see, he's pretty determined, right? I have the ball in my hand and he's like blah blah blah. And then notice when he brings the ball back that he's like tense and he's like almost panicked because he has that ball. So like listen to him and look what he wants to do. He like wants to crawl in my lap. He wants to be touched. He wants to like chew on the ball on you. So what I'm seeing is a dog that is very possessive, but is kind of insecure in that possessiveness. And what I mean by that is he's just very unsure of how to share. Like he's scared once he loses it, he's losing it forever, right? So last night we were working on this. I can't remember if my phone died or before or after, but I'm hoping I got a video of actually playing with him. Yesterday we introduced the drop it with the prong because I couldn't even pop the ball out how I teach it from his mouth because he's so like, ah. So this is kind of what he likes to do. He wants to shove it and then, but if I try to grab it, he's like, no, it's mine. Don't bite my stomach, boy. Don't bite my stomach. And then he'll crawl in your lap. Like if you watch any of our Facebook videos, you'll notice he'll want to be in my lap and just kind of curl up and just kind of hold it. So there tells me there's a lot of insecurity about what he's capable of, just unsure of who he is. So that's personality number one, Mr. Leo. Theodore's personality is he's scared of his own shadow. And it's interesting to me because, again, remember, Theodore, the fluffy Frenchie, is the aggressor, or was believed to be the aggressor. And what I'm seeing when I brought him out in the kennel when he got dropped off was, yeah, like he was like lunging at the end of the leash. He was lunging at Hazel, a doodle that was here, because she was out playing, and like he was very balls to the wall. Like oh crap, I need to act aggressive because I'm scared. So it was just interesting. Now, when I got him out and was like kind of starting like building that relationship with him, he actually wanted to not explore too far. Like he's always climbing on top, like seeking. And you could see that he is just very unsure himself, right? And so what he has learned is when he acts an ass, he can make threats go away. And this has been reinforced because I've been told Leo gets picked up if they get in a fight. Leo gets picked up and Theodore is still jumping, mouthing, and all that good stuff. So what is happening is he is learning that aggression definitely gets their threat away. And then the owners did mention that Theodore can be cruddy sometimes with putting the leash on. They also said Leo started developing this behavior as well. So what they have learned, so we have two conflicting personalities. We have a dog that's very balls to the wall, high and right, and then we have a dog that's very reserved and just unsure. So his answer to everything was aggression. So now we have Leo who's like I don't know what to do with that energy because he's insecure himself. So it's just, it's a problem that was going to happen just based off personalities and lack of guidance. So now what we need to do is we need to build both dogs up and make it very clear, like, hey, you are capable of doing things, but they also have to learn to follow guidance because they have very much been on their own program. As you can see, Leo's kind of like checking things out, and like I wasn't playing with them, so he got bored and he's doing whatever the heck he wants to do. The dogs have to learn to follow guidance, but they also have to have self-confidence and trust in their abilities. So how we're going to develop that for Leo is definitely going to be play, because that's what he likes the best. Theodore is going to be a little bit more tricky because he's on the fearful side. He doesn't want to play as much. You ready? Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Good boy. Super. Wow. Good. All right. You ready? Drop. Good. Okay. So with Theodore, we may build him up through play. We may have to just stick to food for him. Play would be obviously better for Theodore, but if we can't build it, if it's not something he wants to do, like play with a toy, then I'm not going to force the subject. I am going to like attempt it, and if that's not the case, then at the end of the day, I need the dog to move. So what I'll do is make the treats more into a game. So we're going to build up each dog, start teaching some impulse control and some boundaries as well, and then some cooperation. And once that happens, we're to start having the dogs in high arousal situations together. Because right now, if they're in high arousal situations, I'm going to assume Theodore's like, oh crap, he goes after brother. Brother's like, don't know what to do, and it's just one big explosion. So what we're going to do is we have to teach individually first. So this is for pretty much 90% of my household inner household aggression, is we have to teach individually first, and then we bring them together. And everyone's like, keep the dogs calm, do place work, do relaxation drills. And yet, like, those have a place in time, but it's not to keep the peace between siblings. Like the only time I would suggest always keeping dogs calm around each other is if you have like two females, and females, they hold grudges. Maybe you just have to have a lot of management with the two females. But when you have dogs that can coexist with each other 70% of the time, and they fight, and their fights are just pretty nasty, if you only keep them in a low arousal state around each other, and a high arousal situation so happen pops up, oh wow, you asshole, then the dogs are in a fight again. So you have to proof the dogs. So again, teaching boundaries individually, teaching each dog individually whatever they specifically need to work on, and then putting them together and teaching them how to coexist with each other in a high arousal state. So that's when someone knocks on the door, we don't have a fight breaking out between the two. Or someone drops food on the ground and is like yelling, or if there's kids running around, like we don't have a fight breaking out between the two. Because one thing is for certain is that your dog will not always be in a low arousal state unless you're constantly managing it, right? So we have to prepare them for just day-to-day life in a household. And that starts, again, teaching them individually, and then putting them together and teaching them the rules with each other in a high arousal area, state, environment, context, things of that sort. right? What do you think? So yeah, there's a lot to unpack. I could probably talk about these two forever. They're really cool. And they have very different personalities, so it'll be good. You'll see the progress throughout their stay here. My guess they'll be here at minimum a month, and then we'll move on from there and see what the world holds for us, right? All right, let's play. I know, I'm just yapping away. Ready? Drop. Good. Okay. Wow, Leo, super. Wow. Okay. Drop. No, drop. Good. Drop. No, drop. No, drop. Good. Ready? Get it, Leo. Wow, what a good boy. Super buddy. Oh, whoa. Oh, my poor Leo. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Nice, sweet boy. Oh, are we coming up for cuddles? Okay. You ready? Drop. Good, super. You ready? Yeah, good boy. Nice, Leo. Nice, Leo. Very good. Oh, look at that. You would kill the boy today. You would kill the boy today. I know, you don't know what to think about that, Howard. Yeah. All right, couple more throws. Ready? Oh, that was rude. Are you being a rude boy? Oh, you wiped your butt on me. That's nice. That's nice. I got a poop stain on my pants. Poop stain on my pants. You ready? Come on. Ready? Drop. Good. No. Drop. Good. No. Hey, drop. Super. You ready? Good boy, Leo. You wipe your butt on me some more? You wipe your little butt on me some more? I think one more throw for you. It's a humid day out. We don't need it. Yeah. You ready? Drop. Wow. Okay. You'll get one more because you did that yourself. Whoa, we even get belly rubs today. Belly rubs. Wow. Ready for your last throw? Drop. Good. No, drop. No,